Chapter 3. Get a central perspective. I remember that when I was growing up as a teenager, there were 2 Africans in my class. They were my friends, and I invited them to my grandmother's burial. One of them told me he was shocked. He said where he was from in Africa, when old people who were grandparents died, they threw a big party for a few days, and there was usually no will read because they didn't believe in a will. My other friend was shocked. She told me that they usually celebrated in a big manner when children died, no matter the age of the child. This was because when people exited the earth, it was a good thing to them because the child was free from pain and sorrow that could be found in the world. To say I was shocked at what they told me was an understatement. I was simply an American teenager who had never heard about all of that. At that time, I used to think Africa was just one country until my friends told me it was a continent. When you were born, and who you are can't be divorced from where you grew up. This determines your perspective to life and the mindset you have. A person born in some parts of Africa or India may have certain cultures and belief system that they hold on to that people who grew up in Wales or New York wouldn't have. Your own upbringing, your location and culture will give you a certain perspective. However, this perspective is not a central or balanced perspective. Everyone all over the world has their own perspective and cultures that shape each of us in a certain way. But you know who can change it, right? Traveling changes it. When you travel, it gives you new pictures, paradigms, and perspectives. Thanks to technology and digitization with social media and the internet that has made the world to become a global village, and it makes the world seem smaller. With the use of your smartphone, the person at the other end of the world is actually a click away. With social media, you find out that you can actually say what you feel and you get shut out or bullied by others who have a different opinion from you. Traveling gives you a global or central perspective. It shows that you're connecting with someone in Russia, Czech, or Australia. When you live online in Mexico is quite different from traveling to these countries and meeting people from the place. It shows you that there is a lot that you do not understand, and there's a lot you have not explored. Traveling is not as difficult as you think it is. For some people, the thought of packing bags, searching out destinations, spending most of your savings on a trip, meeting new people, eating food you have never seen or heard of seems scary to some people. But with the right mindset and knowledge, you will make it out of there and will be glad you went. Traveling around the world is something you should try out even if it once in a lifetime. It doesn't matter if you spend a few weeks or months touring around the world. The important thing is that you must do this. So why should I travel? Number 1, it makes you balanced. It opens your eyes to a different world, and this will make you more balanced to life and people. You can relate and interact with people from different ends of the world. Number 2, when you travel, it helps you to see yourself better. There are things about yourself you wouldn't know until you go around the world. It presents the opportunities and challenges that make you discover what you can do. You may not know what your survival capacity is until you are pushed to a place where you can survive. Number 3, traveling helps you to build better relationships. Relationships forged while traveling are one of the best kinds of relationships that last for years. These people become one of your most cherished friends because they enlighten and help you in a different way as they give you refreshing and new perspectives to life. They become your map if you choose to visit the place again. Number 4, traveling helps you acquire and develop your skills. I remember the year I went to the United Arab Emirates for a business deal. Up until then, I never knew there were other ways to read. I read from left to right, and I never knew there was right to left reading. I learned that, and it taught me how to relate with Arabs. You learn the etiquettes of certain people and their culture. This will make you have an abundance of knowledge or skills. Number 5, traveling helps you to pick new languages and idiosyncrasies. There's something that's satisfying about speaking a few words in other languages, such as namaste in India, obrigado or agradecido to every Portuguese-speaking person. Habari to every Swahili-speaking person. Hello to every Dutch-speaking person. Bon après-midi and cava to every French-speaking person, or señora or señorita in Spanish. That will make you interact well with people from diverse cultures. You will be able to pick up some expressions and idiosyncrasies that will help you fare better. Number 6, traveling comes with adventure. Traveling comes with adventure and fun. You don't know what challenges you may face, but you know you will laugh and have a good time at the end of the day. You can go into the market, attend a cultural festival, visit a tourist center, or attend a sales program to understand the people, their culture, and their perspectives. This is usually the best way to understand the perspectives of other people. Number 7, traveling helps you to gain broader perspective. When you meet people from diverse cultures, you will understand that you are just one person in a sea of people. For me, I learned that all the things I used to classify as wrong was just a blind spot in my thinking. I used to watch some Asians bow and some Africans kneel to greet, but when I traveled, I found out that I was the one who was wrong when I was in their midst and they felt I was rude. When you see the world by yourself, you change your world, and it gives you a better view on the kinds of reality available. You learn that you are not the only person in the world. Number 8, it can be used to transition between phases. If you are in between schools or houses or any other phase of your life, traveling can be a wonderful way to bridge the gap between two important phases in your life. When you travel, you give yourself a chance to reflect on the previous phase in your life and the next phase you are going. When you travel, you can take out the time to reminisce on where you want to end up in life and the steps to implement what you want. Number 9, traveling is a way to learn and get educated. When you travel around the world, you learn quite a number of things which you don't get to learn when you are in school. You get to learn about different countries, their economies, their culture, their society, and their infrastructure. Number 10, traveling has a way of transforming you. Traveling takes you out of your comfort zone, and as you wake up in a different place where you need to do something different from what you have always done when you were in your house. You can find a new place to buy your coffee or drink or nice meal, meet new, interesting, and exciting people. This challenge on its own is a great way to transform you. Number 11, traveling has a way to make your dreams come true. Traveling is a way to live out your imagination and your dreams. When you travel around the world, you show yourself that you are willing to live the life you have always desired. Number 12, traveling brings you the eureka moment you need. Traveling gives you food for thought. It boosts your creativity as a different scenario and location may be the spice that will inspire you. It doesn't matter if all the events you see seem insignificant, nostalgic, surprising, and distant. It will all come together when you need to use it. It may give you a name, a picture, a story, or anything that you need. Number 13, it gives you a sense of achievement. When you travel, it gives you a sense that you can achieve anything you set out to achieve. This will make you aim for greater challenges, and you are more likely to learn and see the world. How traveling helps your career. 1, traveling improves your decision-making skills. When you have to travel out of your comfort zone to a far-off place, your instincts will have to work automatically, and you can make more decisions on your own without fear. The idea of making important decisions comes with its own challenges, privileges, and growth. When you have to travel to a place that is totally foreign to you in order to boost your career, you need to know the do's and don'ts of the place in order to make smart decisions. 2, traveling improves your leadership skills. Leaders have to make choices that hone their decision-making skills by prioritizing their tasks, and they can also gauge the merits and demerits of the decisions they make. This involves planning and forecasting, researching, and thinking deeply before making decisions. Traveling avails you the opportunity to do that. If you're indifferent and you rarely have opinions or views, you can try to travel frequently so that it can challenge you to become better at decision making. When you meet people from different lands, different beliefs, different environments, and different lands, you learn more information and skill that can improve your decision making abilities. 3. Traveling makes you become modest. Traveling opens your eyes to the beauty in human diversity. You get to see that you occupy a small part of the world, and the world is far bigger than you can ever think of. This is what will make you broad and open-minded to diverse perspectives and different business ideas. This will shape your experiences and expand your horizon so you can view life in a different manner. When you travel around the world, you learn to move with the flow. You appreciate people's culture and background. 4. Traveling helps you meet new people. When you travel, meeting and interacting with people isn't a luxury. You get to have conversations with them that help you to make important decisions. You develop communication and social skills, which is what many employers seek out for in new hires. This is what makes you work well with other members of your team, and it is what fosters team spirit. This is a crucial skill you must have if you want to grow in any career of your choice. For every idiosyncrasy you learn, for every language, culture, and norm that you learn, you become more valuable in your chosen field. 5. Traveling helps you to build listening skills. When you are in the midst of people with different cultures, you have to learn how to listen. I don't mean passive listening, but active listening. If you have to travel to a place like Africa that has diverse languages, then you need to be able to learn and listen to be able to interact and learn new ideas. As an employer, you will be open to people who can speak several languages. As an employee, you will find out that you become the go-to man or woman. The best part about traveling is that it makes you like or dislike things genuinely. You are only used to things you like because you grew up with it and you didn't have options. Traveling gives you the freedom that you need. It helps you to define your dream life properly and also build, save, and invest towards it.